southpaw. And this is the next big step for Raymond Ford, going up against a former champion. He's passed every test with flying colors. Now he needs to get past the former champion test.
The most dangerous version of Jessie Magdaleno is the version we're going to see in the first 3 or 4 rounds. That's when he has shown most of his power. That dog bay loss, he was knocked down and knocked out in the latter stage of that fight, but he had dog bay down in the first half of that fight, so he's very dangerous early on.
When you have fast hands, you can wear whatever you want because, I mean, Raymond Ford has beautiful combinations, man.
Yeah, they say iron sharpens iron. Well, Raymond Ford spent this training camp in camp with Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. You're not going to get better training partners or sparring partners than those two guys.
He said he sparred 4-minute rounds, up to 16 rounds a session. I mean, it's incredible the shape he's in, a great camp, and it's showing because right now he's just sharp as a nail.
Raymond Ford was supposed to fight Kiko Martinez and then Chris Diaz. He said, I don't want to fight no names anymore. I only want to fight fighters that have been former champions or have a big name, and Jessie Magdaleno fits the bill.
You see how Ford keeps his lower body, his legs are nice apart, and he has such fast hands that he counters you on the way in. So it's going to be hard for him to not only break the rhythm, but the range of Ford.
Okay, stop.
And Sergio, I recall you telling me, listen, Ray Ford's got to go back to the drawing board, figure things out. He just doesn't seem like he wants it bad enough.
Well, he struggled against fighters that he shouldn't have struggled against because he just didn't look comfortable in there. But now he's less cautious now. He's not afraid of getting hit. That's part of being a prospect and a true professional, which I think Ray Ford is finally evolving to.
So it's southpaw versus southpaw.
Here, Magdaleno believes he's got enough pop to do it again.
I think Ford's been hit. I don't think we've seen him visibly hurt, but he's been hit, but not often, I'll tell you that. It's hard to hit a fighter like Ford cleanly. You gotta be satisfied with ricochet shots and just hitting the shoulders and the chest and the elbows. Just like that. If you could double that up, if you're Magdaleno, you could break the distance and you could start at least backing up Ford.
Couple left hands for Ford, and there, caught him with a hook coming in.
And you're right, Chris, it's these early rounds that Magdaleno needs to set the pace, because the later this fight goes, I think it's going to get even harder for Magdaleno not only to break the distance, but to compete with speed of Ford.
I like the confidence that Raymond Ford has shown.
Oh, big left hand for Magdaleno, but Ford ate it pretty good.
Yeah, that's the front punch Magdaleno was looking for.
I love that body shot by Magdaleno. Not only did he catch the overhand left, but he went downstairs. I want to see more body shots because that overhand left will open up again for Magdaleno.
So a better second round for Magdaleno.
That's what you have to do against a fighter like as polished as Ford. You got to. He saw that right there. Much better round for Magdaleno, and Manny Robles approved of it.
You saw that Ford landed a right hand as well in that sequence. So let's see what this third round has for us.
Well, Magdaleno has some really good timing. Timing beats speed, and right now that's exactly what Magdaleno needs. He needs to time the fast hands of Ford. He has the right idea. Just right now he's a little shorter, and the reach is bothering him.
Magdaleno trying to find a way in.
Nice left hand. That shook Magdaleno.
Yeah, good stuff there from Ford.
That was a nice left hand. It was a chopping left hand down, so it had the double effect. Magdaleno's rocked.
Yeah, that one landed right down the back of the head.
Land consequential punches. He's going to have a lot of problems winning this fight.
We can hear a pin dropping here. Earlier it was bedlam.
It's going to be at the detriment of the shorter fighter, Magdaleno. Just Ford's way too sharp right now. I think he has to wait until the middle rounds to try to time and pounce on Ford.
Oh, is that a knockdown? It is. I thought it might have been behind the head, but Magdaleno went down quick.
No, it should be a knockdown. That rocks, even though it was blocked, it was on the side of the head.
Are you all right?
All right, let's see how savage Ray Ford can be right now as he goes for the finish.
Yeah, no complaints from Magdaleno on that one.
No, he's rocked. That shook him. You can see it in the face.
Got him again. There's some swelling on the right eye as well.
Ford should go to the body. Ford should go to the body. Magdaleno's covering his upper body a little bit too much, leaving the ribs exposed. Magdaleno should stop dipping to that same left-hand side because Ford's already chopping down with that left hand. Magdaleno needs to start dipping to his right side instead of just dipping to the left.
I think Magdaleno could use a little crowd support here. They might be able to get behind him, but no one seems to be interested in that right now.
All Raymond Ford at this point, 39-36 with that 10-8 round in the fourth. Thought that Magdaleno did enough in that second round to win it, but since then, back-to-back round wins for Raymond Ford. It looks like he's in complete control at this stage of the fight.
And the reason Magdaleno might have pulled off that second round was the body shots, and he's doing the exact same thing here with the fifth round. He's aiming at the body of Ford. He's way too sharp to catch upstairs. Just aim at the body and try to slow down the movement of the faster, younger, stronger fighter in Ford. That's a good attempt, overhand left by Magdaleno, but Ford's still a little bit too sharp with that defense.
Good jab from Ford.
I like the way Ford always keeps the fight in the middle of the ring. I mean, he's always clockwise, counterclockwise, but it's the middle of the ring. He's never against the ropes.
Ooh, stiff jab there from Ford as Magdaleno tried to close.
Right.
There's a look at the power punches thrown through round 5. Only 16% of Magdalenos have landed.
Yeah, it's hard for him to break that range, man. I mean, speed intimidates and it kills. And right now, you know, you can see Magdaleno wants to start something. He wants to start the fire, but anytime he tries, it's Raymond Ford just putting it out. But Raymond Ford's too smart for that. In order for Magdaleno.
Oh, big right hand. Best punch of the fight.
Magdaleno's hurt.
Yeah, he is. He's backing up. He might have to take a knee here. Let's see what happens. It's code red time here for the former champ.
And this is what we want to see from Raymond Ford. We want to see a little bit more, less boxing and more savage.
Like right here, why isn't he going for it?
And look at that, left hand's gonna continue landing because he's not only taller and longer, but he has the better timing right now.
This may be one of those fights where the trainer for Magdaleno, Manny Robles, basically quits for him.
We're not there yet, but Ford's just way too sharp enough. Those left hands keep landing. I could see Manny Robles telling him, either show me something or we will stop it.
Like you said, Chris, it just doesn't get much better than Shakur, who's also fighting tonight.
Yeah, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, two top guys at 135 pounds. To be working with them throughout this entire training camp, to spar with them, you're only going to get better in those circumstances. And right now, we are seeing what I think is the very best of Raymond Ford.
I agree, man.
Kicking away from Jessie Magdaleno.
Yeah, see right there, you can see that he's just a little bit too short, a little bit too slow, Magdaleno. But the body is open right there because the arms of Magdaleno can't cover his head and his body at the same time. So you got to dig him downstairs.
So let's see if Ray Ford just goes on cruise control or really steps forward to try and get Magdaleno out of there.
No, I don't think he's going to be satisfied with cruise control. And you can see him coming forward, and he's counter punching with aggression now.
Yeah, and even when he's taking off around, perhaps like this one, his defense is still pretty good. Magdaleno has not been able to land that consequential shot.
Magdaleno will give you opportunity to land that right hand, but keep digging downstairs to the body. But see, Magdaleno gives an opportunity for the body shot because his arms are too short to cover his head and his body. So notice how his ribs are exposed when he's covering his temple.
This is exactly the position that Manny Robles did not want Jessie in. He wants him out there taking chances, lunging in, looking for those big shots. You can't beat Ray Ford fighting at a mid-range or fighting back up.
Oh, and he's eating a couple of these shots from Ford.
Ford putting it in another gear now, landing a nice left hand that rocked Magdaleno. Magdaleno's trying to time the speed of Ford. It's just way too fast. The hands are too fast to time. You got to be more body shots from Ray Ford.
Let's go.
He's got all the intangibles. At some point, you say, he's got to get this guy out of here.
Well,
he doesn't need to coast to the finish line. We want knockouts. We want a guy that sizzles.
Yeah, we do, but you still got to respect the former champion, Todd. If it's still lightning quick punches by Ford.
No holding.
Nice uppercut, sneaky uppercut there by Ford. And going back to what you said, Ty, you said that he's not looking for the knockdown, for the knockout. I think Ford is looking for the knockout, but it's just not in a combination. He's just looking for the one punch, you know, the one hitter quitter to really do it. Look, those are all hard shots right there.
He goes down. Down goes Magdaleno for the second time. He's got the look on his face that he just doesn't want anymore.
And it was a body shot that put him down. That's exactly the only thing that was missing from Raymond Ford's performance.
I've seen that look before. It came against Isaac Dogbe. The fight was over very quickly right after.
This fight's going to be over pretty soon. One more body shot and it's over.
The referee's so close there to pulling the trigger. And now Ford, as I mentioned, the greats close the show. They entertain the fans.
Raymond Ford doesn't need to look for that one punch. You see Louis Pabon standing right there. A couple of good connects on a flurry will get him to stop it.
I agree, and this is where maturity and comes into effect. He just needs to throw fast combinations, and this fight will be stopped.
Magdaleno trying to backpedal his way out of trouble. Let's see if Ford lets it go here.
Now Ford's loading up. He needs to concentrate on speed, and that's something that he has in abundance.
Magdaleno continues to jabber jaw with the referee.
Counter to the body now. Everything should just be focused downstairs if you're Raymond Ford. Let's see, all those are headshots.
I mean, you look at the guys in this division, whether it's Lara, whether it's a guy like Ford, Wood, Josh Warrington, he's going to be at a size disadvantage every time he fights one of these guys.
Good choppy left hand. Magdaleno's hurt, but it's a little bit too late for Ford. But still an excellent performance by Raymond Ford all around.
Great win for Raymond Ford.
So
Ellis Johnson and Roberto Torres both scored about 119 to 107. Sergio Caiz 116 to 110. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. He's still undefeated and still the WBA Continental America's featherweight champion, Raymond Savage.